Hit my mic on the way down. I tried going down, guys, and it hit my mic like on my forearm. All right. I think as the time I'm recording this, 3,050 subscribers. I love you guys. What's going on? It's your boy. I don't even got to say it at this point, but I'm going to say it anyways. All time. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good, and I hope you guys are doing great. I made a personal video titled I Will to basically show you guys that I did read the Naki spinoff, but also to just talk to you guys and sort of be more transparent with you guys about what I've been doing and how I've been feeling for a while. And I appreciate some of the comments I've got on it and just the overall support on that video. Again, I haven't really made a video like that in a while, like in a long time, but I just wanted to be open with you guys, so I appreciate you guys for the support on that. This is a different day. I'm like wearing the same outfit, but this is a different day. I'm probably gonna change soon. Anyways, so I think it's been like a month. It's probably been a month now at this point. Yeah, a lot has happened, right? I've heard some things, seen some things, but I'm not too sure about what's gonna happen. I'm excited to see what happens next. I think as the time that I'm recording this, there is 7 to possibly 8 chapters. I don't really know how far we're gonna read. I think we're gonna read the full 7 and stop there. I mean, who knows? I'm still deciding. Again, I told you guys many times, whenever I make these videos, I don't have a script. I just freestyle these videos. So I'm not reading anything. You guys can see my glasses. Like, I'm just staring at my OBS. All right. I no plan. Leave a like. If you guys are new to this channel, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you guys never miss videos by your boy. I want to hit 5K. I want to hit 5K by the end of the year. We'll try, just like how I was trying to aim for 3K. And if we don't, we don't. But we're going to try anyways. So for anybody that is new watching right now, subscribe. Dislike if you like the video. I'm perfectly cool with that. Leave any types of comments. I love talking to you guys. Criticisms, whatever. I got a couple comments, a little bit about the lengths of my videos and other stuff and how I edit, and I appreciate it. Like, regardless, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're here for, so I appreciate that, and I'll take that into account and think about it. Honestly, I saw the cover art for this video, for, like, the next chapter. We're gonna get a Nagi chapter, finally, right? My favorite character. That's right, I'm saying it in the official Blue Lock video. That isn't Isagi, of course, because Isagi is, like, probably my favorite character. But excluding the main character, Nagi's my favorite. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with him. And I've also heard some things. So enough talking. Again, we're getting the post-match. I heard that the England match had just started. Or like, I don't know if kickoff started or not, but it just started. So the break isn't too long. I'll see you guys in the U20 World Cup, the continuation of this arc.
I promise you all, I will lead Japan at the World Cup and bring it back. All of us, we want to win here and now. Not think about what's next. Nothing matters except being the best in the world!
I hold his heart to break down. It's late for apologies. It's going
down. So yeah, we're here, chapter 348. This is it. Man, I think this was only one chapter. 90 minutes remaining. We're going back to side B. Again, I've heard some things within the community. Some people don't really care about Nagi or side B specifically, but like I like seeing the other half, especially with the kickoff to the U20 World Cup, like for this arc. He got that I want to be the best in the world kind of parallel with Isagi when he was being, when he was rolling out for the Nigeria match. So I I was indifferent about it, but I was more on the side of like, yes, especially with the talks with Ikaguri and everything. We'll talk about that later. But this is what I like. This is more really what I want to see, even if it's just one chapter, guys. I mean, shoot. I shouldn't even have to show you guys this real quick. And the crazy thing is, guys, it's not even like I read it recently. But, yeah, come on, it's my wallpaper. I'll see you guys in Side B. Blue Lock Side B area, 90 minutes earlier. Chapter 348, this is it. So the 11 of us are in a cage, and we just need to keep up the 2 birds from stealing the ball until the time runs out. You got it. Only the first 3 successful pairs can pass. For Blue Lock Side B, first stage, the bird cage. The first birds are, let's go, Kira-kun. Just Kira Ryosuke. Kira. Don't let him take it. Pass it here. I know, shut up. Rushing them one at a time is useless. I'll chase him to narrow down our targets. Predict to the corner. Aye. Kira, what are you doing? Don't hold on to it. Hold on, Kira. Okay, wait. I'm not active yet, but Kieran, okay, I like that panel of, again, you guys know I never do this. Look at Kira and look at Nagi right here. Hold on. I want to see both of them pass through this. Like, some people don't really care about Kira. Sendo is pretty tough, but, like, I want to see both of them. Hey, be more precise. Cornering. Nagi's coming. I'll take that. Crap. Pass over here. Sorry. I cornered him, Kirichi. Alright, Seishiro Nagi, you two make a good duo, but just touching the ball isn't enough. You won't pass unless you have a clear possession. What a jump. Nice one, Hanaru. Time's up. Challenge failed. Only the 6 players in the first 3 successful birds can pass. The next bird is Hanaru Shindo. Give the ball to the caged team, and select the partner you'll fight with. Roger. This is a game you clear with someone else, so I think it's testing our cooperation and trust, basically our synergy. It's the opposite of Blue Lock's egoistic philosophy. On my first impression, Nagi-kun and Kita-kun are both exceptional, but that play told me enough. Let's beat this together, Kira-kun. I'll bet I have the best synergy in the birdcage with you. Okay. Ryosuke Kira again? We'll just stop him again. Ouch, that smooth talker's pretty good. I like this though, Nagi's sinking further. Y'all, and look, he spit out that blood. I don't know if it dropped from his nose or he spit it out. Man, Nagi, ooh, that hunger. This hunger. This is what we need. We need to sink farther, guys. We need to fail more. We need to see. We need to really genuinely internalize mentally what type of position we're in. No teammates to help us. No one's going to save us. Nobody to pass to. It's just you. It's just you. And I'm not even telling Nagi to embrace the full extent of the egoism philosophy, but really, he's fighting for himself now. Nobody's here to fight for him, or he's not fighting for anyone else's sake. This is what I like. I can't believe he got hit too. He lost and he didn't even get picked too. I like this a lot, but this pain is fine. All right, this is Blue Lock. Go. Oh, crap, a corner. You're trapped, you rat. You dumbass, don't freeze. Kick it, you idiot. It's mine. Not yet. I won't let you win yet. No, Seishiro Nagi. I was waiting for that trap of yours. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You got hit again. Nagi. It's you against the world, baby. It's you against the world, baby. I'm actually about to start tweaking, guys. I'm about to start tweaking. Like I told you guys, Blue Lock is one of the only series to get me like this hype, guys. Nagi, it's us against the world, baby. All of my Nagi fans right now. It's us against the world, man. We don't need Kira. We don't need Sendo. They're gonna be begging for our help later. Begging. They might not even make it. Because Sai already has a spot. So unless they get some secret revealed 4th spot, one of them isn't making it. And I would want Kira to make it. Nothing on Sendo, though. Sendo's a really good player. And I remember during the Nagi spinoff, right? He's a really good player. Nagi got hit twice in the face, guys. Oh my gosh. I didn't expect that. I couldn't call that, guys. I said I'd be calling everything. I didn't call that. Hold on. For real, Hanaru? We can win if we stop Nagi-kun. Yep. It's not playing dirty. Just call it a strategy for success, you mediocrities. Yikes, brutal. Hanaru Shindo and Ryosuke Kira. First stage, birdcage, clear. I get it now, Kira-kun. You've got skills, but you lost before due to bad luck. Looks like Blue Lock itself is really no big deal. And I want to say this real quick. Bad luck. I feel like it's an interesting sort of, counter to Isagi's good luck. Again, I might be reaching here. I might be looking too deep into things, you know what I'm saying? But again, Kaneshiro, he doesn't put these things in here in our faces for no reason. These small texts, these small conversations. Bad luck. What would that mean narratively in the sense of Blue Lock if that was a thing? Cleared players, please advance to the next area. And in the same spot? He got me good. This sucks. I'm so frustrated. If I lose, it's all over. This tingling feeling. Select your bird partner. This is it. Seishido Nagi? We wanted this fire. I'm back, Blue Lock. What do you mean you're back? What do you mean? Come on. What do you mean, Nagi? Come on! I'm not even saying let me see something. It's like this again, guys. It's more than just the moments. Especially considering like Kaneshiro is sinking Nagi this far. I gotta go back to this panel. I gotta go back real quick. Look, it's the one character everybody memes. I keep forgetting his name, the guy in the corner. And then you have, oh my gosh, man. I'm back. He said I'm back. Like this is the fire that he needed. But again, Nagi, I want to see that ego change because having the desire to win isn't just enough at this point. Like what I've said earlier in my previous video, if you guys have been watching my vlog videos recently, which you guys should have been, if not, go to my channel. I feel like the not just curiosity of oneself and the insatiable hunger, it's like combining those two. We need something more at this point. We need something more. Keep hungering for victory. Keep finding out who you are with your ego, but we need something more at this point. I mean, with the fight against France and Hugo, that wasn't enough, right? It was, but it wasn't, and we lost because of that. So it's like, I don't just want Nagi to come back and be really cool and be really strong and like, oh man, he's so good, guys. No, I want Seishido Nagi to rediscover a stronger, newer, reinforced ego. Like, that's what I want. That fire that he was saying. So, will his ego change? Right? Chapter 349, Relive, is the reason I'm so fired up right now. Alright, here they come. Don't let them have it. Because I'm gambling my soccer life on surviving in here. No, I'm sure it's more than that. For the first time in my life, I'm following my own will. And I'm not using someone else as a reason. Alone on this battlefield, I'm trying so hard to live. That's what I said, guys! That's what I said! That's what I said! That's what I said! A reason to live. A reason to exist. Oh my gosh. I'm counting on you, Seishido Nagi. The reason I chose you are you're big and talented, and you seem like you've got guts. If you want to clear this thing, just shake the control of whoever's getting the ball, and we'll get our chance. Okay, shake it up. So, what can you do? I can run my ass off. Okay, that'll do. Nice press. Hold on, Shigeru, hold on. Wait, guys. Yo, why is he kind of like that? I kind of want him to get through now. Yo, we don't need Kira. We don't need Shigeru. Yo, guys, I'm falling into the memes now. We need Shigeru, or however you say his name, Shingeo or whatever. We need him. All right, can run his ass off. This is kind of funny. Yikes, keep moving. There. Just got it. Nope, it's coming here. Shit, don't let him trap it. I'm not. No. Now run. Shigeru. Nice, it's mine. Ain't gonna happen. Charge him. Damn it. Please say Shidonagi. Alrighty, that must be it. Life or death. It all hangs on that ball. That's what I'm, guys. Oh my gosh, man. This is what I'm talking about. How many times have I said that while reading this series? Seriously though, it's like I said it before we even read it. It's not just the ego, guys, and it's not just the insatiable hunger of wanting to win, really. It's about wanting to survive, wanting to live. Or I don't want to say survive. Let's not use the word survive, because it sounds like you're just clinging on to life barely. Let's say you want to live. You want to be alive, not survive, right? Because it's different, you know? Oh my gosh. And they, oh my god, look at the panel! Yo, we're getting some sick widespreads from my boy, dude. More wallpapers. My boy, let's go!
ならばどうするか。あんたの倒し方。この好奇心は止められない。俺が凪清志郎だ。ゾクゾクする。自分の才能に殺してきたか。それを教えてくれたのは俺がぶち壊す。
Only this ego tug of war can produce this fire, or that light. Only this can change lives. I'm going to rebuild my life. Did you know? Shingeo. People can shine. Yeah, I saw it. Shingeo Mizuki is Nagi. Side B, first stage. Clear. Oh my god, we're getting the Blue Lockers next panel. Yo! That was one of the cleanest. That was one of the cleanest double widespreads I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. That was some of the cleanest double widespreads I have ever seen. That was crazy. This is something that I noticed. Guys, peep game. I just noticed this while looking at the panel. Look, guys, look. If you guys will notice, look at this panel here, right? So we'll go back up. And again, I normally never do this in the middle of the videos. So you have Nagi, beautiful widespread here. Like, just the paint on Nagi's feet to, like, the body, dude. Like, oh my gosh, to, like, the flare near the feet. We scroll down. Look at this. Okay, you guys can see my mouse now. Look at his ego. There's, like, muscle on it. There's skin. You know what I mean? It's not just a skull anymore. It's like the skull is still there, guys, but there's muscle here now. This is extremely important because he's talking about rebuilding life. And something that we remember, if you guys have read the Side B, spin-off manga with Nagi, he got the Death Arcana. I believe so. Yeah, the Deaths, which is, it could be the ultimate finality or the ultimate rebirth of one's life. So now he's talking about rebuilding his life. He's going to have to go through the very same thing that the Blue Lockers are going through right now, which is a complete and utter destruction, but a rebuild. You know what I mean? An actual, I would go as far as to say, guys, an actual rebuild to zero, like a reset to zero kind of moment, right? And this is pivotal because, again, having what you have now isn't enough, right? And hungering to win, or even just staying where you are in your life mentally, but still moving physically, it's not enough. Here we go, guys. Here we go. After the second U20 World Cup match. We freaking lost. This sucks ass. And I'm having a cell death burst. It's all your fault, annoying brows. It was a full brown diarrhea match. Huh? You're talking to me? Who the hell else? How about I cut that tongue out? Huh? Yeah, knock it off. We're all pissed off. Quit pointing fingers and focus on the next match. Sorry, everybody. It's my fault. I wasn't a suitable number one, so we had to pivot to an unfamiliar formation and spent the whole match on the back foot. I was the worst one out there. Sorry. That ain't the only reason why we lost, though. I gotta boost my skills or I'm gonna be no match for him. Actually, I felt like, at this rate, there's no way we can win from now on. Be honest, I bet for some of you are starting to doubt Ego's methods, right? So, before we consider what's next, let's all just open up about what we're feeling right now. Good idea. Whether it's about Blue Lock, or any complaints we have, or about how to align our current egos. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is it. This is good. This is good. I mean, guys, even peep, like, the Blue Lock jug, like, falling over in the right corner. It's like, guys, you know what I mean? There's some paneling here that I find so interesting. But they're actually going to talk about it. Like, this is the type of stuff we talk about as an audience. So for them to actually talk about this, it's very interesting. Like, after 300 and almost 50 chapters at this point, now we're finally getting a genuine face-to-face with the narrative. A face-to-face with the message here. And I like Isagi for taking that accountability there. Because that's all you guys can do, right? Then first, we keep using the word egoist, as if we all know what it means, but what even is ego?
You're either the best there is or you're trash. Live only for that glorious moment. And if you can't, then you're no stronger.
Oh my! Favorite chapter incoming. Favorite chapter incoming. Favorite chapter incoming. You guys know me. For anyone who's been subscribed recently, or more specifically for a long time since the U20 match, you guys know me. I got a lot of comments on my previous video saying that, you know, my personal video, that you guys have been here since U20. If you've been here since U20, let me see it. Let me see it in the premiere. Let me see it in the comments. But listen though, favorite chapter incoming. You guys know me. You guys know me. Oh, look at this widespread. It's Hugo and Isagi. Oh my gosh, that's so clean. Yeah, when we see Hugo next, man, Hugo and Charles and freaking all of them and Loki, oh, they got me pissed, man. They won fair and square though. Like they won, but I hate players that are cocky, man. I do. I really hate them. I hate them. But yeah, we got the widespread. No, favorite chapter incoming though, guys. Like, actually, to really think that they're actually going face to face with this narrative. This is gonna be like, guys, thinking caps on. All right, don't just be. I don't even care what you're doing right now. You better be watching, okay? Don't be playing this in the background. Turn around. That's right. I see you in your kitchen making food. You know what I'm saying? I see you at work right now. Lock in right now. Watch this. Read this chapter with me. Let's go over this widespread though. This is probably gonna be one of my favorite chapters. Chapter 350. Ego is absolutely masterful, like masterclass widespread here. This is actually insane. Like, guys, I'm not even lying. Look at this, man. The framing. Look at how much life Isagi's painting has compared to Hugo's. Hugo's is dull, plain. The gears and the puzzle pieces colliding. I mean, I think, guys, of all of the rivals that Isagi has had, especially if we're going to talk about, like, you know, rivals to New Gen 11s, I think Hugo's by far is my favorite, only because it's been a month since I've read this, so I wanted to really sit on the back foot and really try to not use my recency bias to make a concrete opinion about this, and I wanted to give it time until we meet more New Gen 11s, right? But I'm not gonna lie, like, narratively, I like him a little bit more than Kaiser, right? A little bit more than Don Lorenzo. You know, a little bit more than Sai. Sai's second place, though, right? You guys know how much I really fell in love with Sai, you know, during the U20 video a year ago now, almost 2. But this is a really interesting color spread. And again, Ego is what, guys? What is it? What is it? Tell me. I always be calling everything, y'all. Y'all need to tell me. Let's lock in and really try to find out what this is. Let's read this first, though. Apology as the production of this week's chapter could not be completed in time. We're releasing the incomplete pages as they are. Once the chapter is collected into a full volume, it will be printed with the art completed and corrected. We wish to express our deepest apologies to all of you for this is an inconvenience, and hoping you will continue to enjoy reading Blue Lock. Yeah, I heard that in this chapter there was maybe like 2 unfinished pages. Again, we appreciate the art, we appreciate the story. That's what we're here for. And again, I think this is really going to prove, again, why Isagi is, like, undoubtedly one of my personal favorites of Blue Lock's character cast. Like, he challenges and really embraces the narrative to its holistic, like, sense, you know? Because no other character's asking this. They were getting there. But Nagi and Isagi are, like, some of the few only characters that actually face value addresses the narrative so hard. And this is what I'm here for. Let's find out what Ego is, guys. What even is Ego? Huh? He's got a point. Now that you mention it, it's a pretty vague concept. Then what is it? Oh, I know. Ego is the monster inside of you, right? That's too based in feeling. I always thought it was more like your essential self. For me, it's something a bit more self-centered, that selfish portion of yourself. Yeah, I get that. It has that nuance in selfishly discarding others. I think I'm with Shigiri. Same here. I don't think hurting others is what ego is all about. They're disagreeing. But this is good though. Different interpretations. See, we clearly all have different interpretations of the word ego. And that's why Blue Lock is in trouble right now. If we can get an agreement about what it means to be the world's top egoist, I think the way for us to fight will become clear. Makes sense. Okay, let's try it. A good plan, Yuichi Sagi. Ego refers to the playstyle of one's life. That's how I define it. Ego-san. Humans are social creatures. In a multitude of ways, we cannot survive without human connections. In other words, from the time we are first aware, we subconsciously seek out ways to be involved with the world. That's the start of the game known as life. Then as people navigate reality and their ideals through trial and error, they establish a sense of self. What do you celebrate or rage against? What do you mourn? What do you believe in? These choices are how you play the game of your own life, and the evaluation standard for all of these decisions is ego. It's the compass for what sort of life you'll live. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He said it better than me. He said it better than me. He said it better than me. Egoism is the compass that guides you to these that guides you in this game that we call life. If soccer's a game, because we know that soccer, football, is nothing but a vehicle for the narrative. But egoism as a whole in a way is what I thought it would be. Still different, because in a way, guys, I want to say this real quick before we continue. I said a lot throughout my videos that I thought ego wasn't just being selfish. Ego is the self. It's not about being selfish. It's not about a separate entity of things. It's not about kind of like how you see it. It's whatever you do within your life, right? Whatever you believe in, whatever you celebrate, whatever you rage against. It's like what he said. These choices, feelings, beliefs, these are all the evaluation standard for these decisions. That essentially is ego. Ego is what guides you to live that sort of life. To me, guys, and I want to go up real quick here to say this, right? When they were talking about their egos, with Machida saying ego's the monster, and Shiguri disagreeing, saying that's too based in feeling. I always thought it was more of your mental or your essential self. For me, it's something a bit more self-centered, like the selfish portion of yourself. And all of their opinions are some of the opinions I've seen you guys have in comment sections on what egoism truly is. And for all of us to sort of disagree or not have a concise opinion, that is what makes this conversation or this chapter so powerful. Because all of us are like the blue lockers here. We're having this conversation. We're trying to break it down to its fundamental, minute root. Right? Whether it's friends, parents, school, work, talent, appearance, environment, mindset, all of that stuff, right? In other words, from the time we're first, we are aware and subconsciously we seek out ways to be involved within the world. We're social creatures, the game of life. This is everybody at some point, or if you have heard it before, have referred to life like a game. Right. Then as people navigate reality and their ideals through trial and error, really funny. It's what Ego said a long time ago in the anime. They establish a sense of self. You find out who you are within this game of life. It's who you are. It's not just your essential self. It's not just you being selfish, and it's not some idealistic monster or idealistic sort of a belief. It's more of the decisions, the ways of life that you follow, and what you believe in. All three of these powerful things that I personally believe that are the standard evaluations for guiding you on this game of life, if that makes any sense. If I made any sense at all, you know, and for it to be portrayed as a compass is very interesting, you know. Oh, I get it. So it's like your heart compass. That's true. I feel like my soccer performance improves when my ego is most aligned with my own playstyle. But wait, so everything you taught us so far, like flow, originality, and hunger, were just to force us to face our egos? Bingo. The world's top egoist means the one who lives with a playstyle most suitable for being the best in the world. And anyone without a grandiose compass is useless, huh? In that case, I'm right. The side of myself I found in the battle with Hugo, my playstyle as a rebel who devours the #1 player, is my ego's compass. If I keep honing this rebel playstyle and store my way into becoming the world's best striker, then I can still... But Ego-san, we lost to France because of your theory. Isagi and Rin followed their egos, which made them collide and botch the shot. There's no denying that the reality that we can't win by all trying to become the world's best egoists. To be honest, some of us here are starting to doubt your methods. Can we really trust Blue Lock? Are you actually right? Tell me, coach, at this rate, can we really become the best in the world?
The future of Japan is in your hands? It's enough to make a man. Live only for that glorious moment. If you just want a fun game with your pals, you're welcome. You can't possibly become the world's best striker unless you're also the world's biggest egoist. You're either the best there is or you're trash. Someone who will climb atop 299 corpses. And if you can't, then you're no striker at all.
My purpose for playing soccer.
Don't make me laugh. Trust, right? Those things don't matter. Did you forget that Blue Lock is an experiment to create the world's best striker? Everyone else's lives will be ruined. All of you agreed to that insane plan, didn't you? So what use is sanity now? Sanity can buy security, but it can't buy dreams. My madness fuels yours, and your madness fuels mine. That's how Blue Lock made it this far. If you doubt me, then fuck off. Also, it seems you don't understand why you lost to France. The main reason it wasn't a strategic error or the enemy's strength. It was because some of you on that field didn't believe that you could become the world's best. We're supposed to be creating the world's best striker. And we're in this mess because you're looking for other ways to live. You're doubting me, huh? Put up to your own egos, you trash. That's a small mercy. This is still just the group league. There's still a path to victory. That's enough for this shitty day. So go cool your heads, you lumps of talent. Let's face tomorrow with a new kind of madness. In that case, please leave me out of the next match. Huh? Isagi. As you said, there was a point where I lost sight of trying to be number one. That's why the team fell apart. The way we've been doing things is no good. It's time for Blue Lock to be reborn. Please leave me out this time, Ego-san. Reborn? Yeah, I'm planning to make that gamble. But you won't be the one left out, Yuichi Isagi. Huh? The one who will be left out is Rin. Rin Itoshi. Rin? Rin's getting benched? Rin's getting benched? No way! No way! Rin's getting benched. Rin's getting benched? Is this the first time Rin has ever gotten benched? Wait, guys, don't start laughing yet. For all the people who I guess just don't like Rin or whatever. Think about this. Ego was so goddamn pissed, bro. That was one of my favorite chapters. I say that every time. That's how you know the manga's good. I keep saying that. I have a goosebump. Look at my hand, man. It's freaking shaking, dude. Bleeding and stuff. He went. Some of you guys doubted your egos and didn't believe that you could become the world's best. But why is he sitting out Rin? I mean, Rin, I feel like he went back on his training. He was supposed to calm himself, and he lost himself again, still trying to chase Isagi. But the interesting part about that is during the PXG game, he was able to use that destructive ego to really best a lot of Bastard Muhin, but he did sell the game. You know, if you guys remember, he could have taken the shot, but then Sai got in his head, you're too lukewarm. And did that make Rin better? Maybe, yes, but it also sold the match. It's like, I feel like there's some fine-tuning with Rin's ego. Like, they're all gonna be reborn. They're all gonna be reborn. All gonna be reborn. And this is what we need. This is exactly what we need. This is exactly what I'm looking for. This is exactly what I've been talking about. But with Rin specifically, there's just some fine-tuning. Because Rin is already an exceptional player. He's already a genius. Like a really phenomenal, well-rounded, amazing character. And I don't mind Rin being on the bench if it's to further his character even more. Because all I'm saying is that I don't know if England's going to be the last match. I think I heard that it might be the last match. But if we're going to do Spain after this... Guys, again, you guys know me. I always keep looking at the future. I don't even be looking at now. I be looking at the future. When we get to Spain, guys, because watch this. I'll be calling things, right? Him and Sai, if Spain's going to happen, I'm not saying it will, but if it does happen, then with Sai being on the field with Rin's new ego, we can have a real monster team. You know what I mean? So this is, in a way, I'm not against this. But man, that is so fascinating. Ego doubled down on his philosophy, and those unfinished panels make him look crazy. I gotta go back to this. This is a one-of-a-kind moment. Ego just losing himself, laughing, going insane. Look at this. Did you forget that Blue Lock is an experiment to create the world's best striker? Did you guys forget? No, for real. Like, no bull. Did y'all forget? Everyone else's lives will be ruined. There's only gonna be one of you guys. Only one! He's just losing his mind, you know what I'm saying, guys? Like, he's just reveling in it, right? Everyone else's lives will be ruined. All of you guys agreed on this insane plan the moment you crossed that door. What happened to that? What happened to that fire back in the first selection? What happened? No, for real. What is the use in sanity now? Sanity can only buy security. That's a fire quote. But it can't buy dreams. That is like, oh my gosh, man. Ego's quotes, guys. I told you guys. Not accounting for the Blue Lockers, I said this in my earlier videos. If we're going off of like any character in Blue Lock, any character, Ego's like top 3. Like if not, he's one of my favorite players. It switches between Nagi and Isagi. Because Ego is the actual embodiment. If Nagi and Isagi always face the narrative in a way or challenge it, same thing with the other characters. Ego is the actual vehicle of this series. Like, to think that some people before this were doubting Ego. Like, I remember hearing some video, like, theories or videos. I never watched it because obviously spoilers. But I remember hearing people doubt Ego's philosophy. And I'm just like, maybe Ego-san's philosophy isn't enough. I doubted it at a point. I didn't think that it was going to be wrong. I just didn't think it was going to be enough and we need more, right? So, I wasn't completely wrong here. However, there's something more that we're missing, right? This is what I've been saying. We're missing something important, right? Pivotal to the egoism and the suitable destiny theory, right? My madness fuels yours and your madness fuels mine. That's how Blue Lock made it this far. That's like that's my point. Blue Lock's very existence is a defiance of destiny. Is a defiance of the suitable destiny theory. That's why it's like, okay, they made it to a point but then lost, but let's really look at it. Let's not say like, oh, Blue Lock lost to France and they had no chance. It was like, why did they have no chance? Why did they lose? Like, really think about this. And with these up-and-coming chapters preparing for England, this is important. Context matters, guys. Context really matters. So we can actually make some genuine good theories moving forward. You guys understand what I'm saying? This is why I be talking so much. I remember I got a comment of somebody saying like, yo, you stretch this out. You know, it's why you make it 2 hours. These are movies. That's how I could tell you knew around here. You knew. Who said that? Whoever said that last video, I responded to you. You knew. That's why. You ain't used to this. But these are movies. You know what I'm saying? And we analyze this, and I'm glad that we're able to have this type of conversation. Tell me, guys. This is my favorite chapter. It also seems that some of you guys don't even understand why you lost to France. He's the coach, for Christ's sakes, right? For Ego, he's the coach. He has to a degree understand why they lost. It wasn't a strategic error, and I knew this. I said this. It was because some of you on that field didn't believe that you could become the world's best. And the thing is, I'll even say this: people were like, "Oh, Isagi was useless the whole game." He still made some game-changing moments towards the middle, if not end, didn't score, but was able to at least best Hugo's theory. Granted, it wasn't enough to win, but he still believed at the very end with his rebel philosophy, you know, his sort of newfound ego, his rebel ego, right? That he could still be the best. Was Reen like that, though? You know what I mean? Like, we really got to have that type of conversation. That's why I'm not too indifferent about Reen getting benched, but I want to understand why. In that battle with Hugo, my playstyle as the rebel who devours the number one player, so it wasn't like this pseudo luck style, right? Or luck playstyle, right? It was my ego's compass. If I keep honing this rebel playstyle and store my way into becoming the world's best striker, then I can still. So this is what I'm saying, guys. Man, this is so... guys, I love this. I think this is one of the more intricate reasons why I love Blue Lock, because there's a lot of series, guys, that tackle, like, depression, that tackle, loss, defeat, happiness, victory, excitement, thrill. But I don't think there's ever been a sports manga or sports anime that I have watched. I've watched and read a lot. Kokono Basket, Hajime Ippo, Haikyuu. I can keep going. I've watched and read a lot. There is no sports manga that comes close to this in terms of like actually diving deep into the psyche of the self. Like this is one of the more fascinating series, just masked, right? Because it's like a persona, like a mask. It's masked by shonen power, people cursing at each other, really, really blatant, flagrant style of play. But this is how some soccer players be playing. This is how some football players be playing. I mean, the World Cup just ended with Spain winning. Funny enough, I saw that. But all I'm saying, though, they beat Argentina. But I'm just saying, guys, like, this Blue Lock is one of the more, in my opinion, realistic sports mangas. Sports animes in general. It really tackles what it means to be and to live as a person. Like, seriously, am I the only one? Like, think about it. You guys can tell me in the comments or in the premiere right now what your favorite sports manga is, anime is, whatever, and we can have that conversation. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the next chapter. What in the hell? What in the hell? Are these the two goats? The two goats that we haven't seen in a while? Hold on. Hold, do not. All right, here we go. Here we go. Chapter 351, Ego Idiosyncrasy. Germany 4-1 with Korea, with Germany taking, four. I mean, who knows if Kaiser actually scored another hat trick, if he did. And then Bunny over here, Spain 5-2, right, with Qatar. That, man, look at Bunny, man. And Kaiser looks stressed. He looks pissed. To think that he won this badly and he's still pissed off, like, I like that. I like that. I like to see the fire of these characters. And to see Bunny just so nonchalant, man, it's scary, man. He is going to be a scary antagonist. Like, I'm telling you guys, I am secretly a huge investor and a huge fan of Bunny, like, so badly because of how he's been hyped narratively. And I honestly cannot wait to see more of him. Like, genuinely, when we get there in Spain, guys, just like, look, guys, I'm excited for Spain. But I'm really excited for England, too. Now that each team has 2 matches, the next match will be the last of the group league. And Blue Lock Japan is currently in 3rd. Only the top 2 teams will advance to the knockout tournament. France has 2 successful victories, so they're already set to move on. That leaves 1 more ticket for Group A. And Nigeria lost twice. Blue Lock against, France versus, oh my god, or not France, but Japan versus England here. So we have 1 more. He said that we have 1 more until we go to the knockout stages. So this won't be the last game. I mean, if we lose, then it will. But if we win, But let me know, guys, what happens if if teams tie? What happens if a team ties and it's right before knockout stage? Do both of them get knocked out, or like you guys tell me how that works? I don't really know how that works. Japan's destiny will be decided in a match against soccer's homeland, England. The winner of this crucial match will move ahead. But you won't be the one left out, Yuichi Sagi. The one who's out is Rina Toshi. What? Huh? What gives 4 eyes? Why me? My drive to become number 1 hasn't wavered. Isagi and Kanasai, loser, were the ones who lost the nerve. Yeah, you're not wrong. But the team can't be renewed with you around. Huh? Yuichi Sagi and Rina Toshi. There's no denying that Blue Lock's thrived up until now with you two as its center. But it was a symbiotic relationship that only worked while you both continued to evolve. During the match with France, when Yuichi Isagi stagnated, you lost your options and stagnated with him. Then, when Isagi regained his shine, you recovered too. Basically, right now you're too influenced by Yuichi Isagi's ego. That's the brittle playstyle you showed out there. That's why you're out. Take another look at yourself and decide if that ego befits the world's best striker. That's what I said. You know, when we really look at the focal root, you know, to Reen's ego, he just wanted somebody to play with. He didn't want to be alone. He wanted to share that dream of being number one with Sai. So who filled that vehicle? Especially if you guys remember the Phantom symbolism in the PXG match. I didn't forget that. When Isagi swiped through it, it was Isagi. Reen relied on Isagi over time. Like he did. And again, you know, he was looking for that replacement of Sai. That's why Sai kept looking past Reen despite how good he was, because he didn't like who he was. And that's what's powerful about this. Sai looked at Isagi not because he scored the game-winning goal for the U20 match, it's because he liked who he was as a person to seize the opportunity to change the world. That is essentially what Sai saw, the type of person or the type of ego that he saw. But with Reen, he made him try a bit, don't get me wrong, when Sai tapped into the flow for like a second, but he was very unimpressed. And so unimpressed that he didn't even show appreciation for his own brother's play at the very end. He didn't. And I think Reen besting Sai at the very end, like sort of getting the ball from him a little bit, was just a tease as to how Reen could be so good if he just didn't think about anybody else, you know? So yeah, his ego needs some refinement. That's what's so interesting about Isagi and Reen, because Isagi needs to find something new. Reen needs adjustments. He needs improvements. You know, man, that like Kaneshiro, man, you got me. Let's go. Crush, kill, crush, kill, crush, kill, crush. What? That's my line. You don't normally do yoga and meditate in here, right? So what? I just felt like it. Huh? Get lost. You're just too self-conscious. Huh? Piss off, you creep. Drop dead. Aren't you frustrated after all that stuff Ego-san said? Huh? I'm so frustrated I could die. I mean, I thought I had evolved in my own way during that match. I can't deny that Hugo's plays and mindset rattled me, and I lost sight of my own ego. But after that, I rediscovered the essence of my ego and leveraged it in a battle of luck. You sensed that in me, which explains how the last shot went down. We both ended up missing, but we were doing what we could to be the world's best egoist. But we lost. That's why we're in this mess. Don't just look at the results. We were so close to a draw. I think the main reason we lost is because you and I couldn't produce a chemical reaction. I didn't expect you to stick your tongue out again. Are you giving me shit? No. I mean, I came to talk because I want to know more about your ego's trigger. I thought it might help me to see your ego in a new light so we can get stronger. To beat the guys more amazing than me, I went to fight and risk my life to destroy them. To use my ego's words, that's the compass of my ego's playstyle. Gotcha. So that's your ego's idiosyncrasy. Huh? Idiosyncrasy. Yeah, if I were to combine what I realized in the match with Ego-san's theory, it occurred to me that the playstyles of the people's hearts all have their own idiosyncrasies. For example, in my case, being the second best learner who wants to beat the number one is my playstyle. That means my ego's idiosyncrasy is rebel. You want to risk your life to destroy opponents, so you're a destroyer. Bachida wants to be a free monster, so he's a hedonist. Then the blonde antenna freak is a pervert? Exactly. People all live with their own ego playstyles like that. But sometimes things happen which are like magic spells you can't cast on your own. So I think chemical reactions require a harmonious connection of playstyles between egos. Well, I'm not sure how to make it happen, but I came here to tell you so we could make a new chemical reaction. First I get benched, then you come and give me a hint. From where I'm standing, you're no rebel, you're a demon lord. Gee, thanks. Basically, what I want to say is, for me to become the world's best striker, I need your larger-than-life ego, Reen. So you can devour me? I'm not even on the starting lineup anymore. You'll get your chance. I'll make one for you. In a match against England, become our last missing piece to save Blue Lock. like that. Very interesting chapter as well. That might be my second favorite chapter in this video. But you know, another reason why we love Isagi, it's his conversations. Again, him really facing and talking about the narrative. This is very, very important. And this is huge character development for Rin as well, because he's actually opening up. This is a way different Rin from the second selection, right? From the third selection, from the U20 match. This is a very mature Rin. I'm going to be honest with you guys. And I think when it comes to Isagi and the whole ego idiosyncrasies, it's being a second best learner who wants to beat the number one is my play style. That means my idiosyncrasy is a rebel, you know? And for everyone to have their own interpretations, that's what it means to be alive, which in a way sort of parallels the Nagi chapter that I talked about earlier. You know, Nagi's idiosyncrasy or, you know, level of play style is, in my opinion now, it's not stamped yet, but in my opinion, life. To live. Not to fight to survive, but to fight to live. That is a huge thing. It's a powerful thing. From friends playing video games, from family, to people rocking out and making music. I think chemical reactions require a harmonious connection of playstyles between said reasons for existing or choosing to live. And I think with Rin here, it hit Rin in the heart a bit when he said, I need your larger than life ego. I need you to become the world's best, you know? And with Rin here as well, he's just like, what, so you can just devour me? Because like that's Isagi's style, the rebel. And with Rin, it's like, you know, he still wants to be the best, right? But he wants to play with somebody. He wants to destroy really strong opponents, which is what Isagi is. So it's like it's like what I said earlier. If they can find a way to work with one another, do you understand how strong they would be? I'm not even talking about a Hugo and Rin here, or Hugo and Loki here. I'm talking about a fully awakened Rin and a fully awakened Isagi. Two of the most unstoppable teammates, you know, of all time. Isagi said, I'll give you a spot. So Rin and Isagi, they're going to be the real key to winning this match. I'm already seeing it because this is how kind of sheer, you know, we've done this before. Okay, we read this before. So I like that, become the last missing piece to save Blue Lock. And I think with Blue Lock possibly, I mean, people even might say we might have a club arc, which would be awesome, right? But if Blue Lock is going to go for the long run, Kaneshiro, you devil, man. He's building up this team syncrasy, this team ego idiosyncrasies, right? Within these teammates. But there can only be one best in time. But as for now, I think what makes this interesting is that it builds up the caricatures. It builds up their own individual, like their own individualities, because individuality was something that was really forced a lot narratively within the Neo Egoist League. But it's not just about finding your individual perfect ideal self now at this point. It's like, no, you need to find out why you're even alive, why you're here. We're going even deeper at this point. And just when we thought we could go this deep, we go deeper than this. So, man, you know, the challenge of ego, you know, the unique habit or the strange behavior of an unusual feature that belongs to just one person or one thing, the idiosyncrasy, the unknown phenomena that fuels people or fuels things or fuels connection, right? That invigorates people, that motivates people, that moves people, right? That forces people to do the most worst stuff or best things. You know, everybody to a degree might have a sense of ego, right? And if anything, everybody does, you know, so, but there's some, right? We'll continue though. Chapter 352, Worthless Puppet. If you lose, it's all over. Got it? Huh? I'm running my side B project behind the scenes. I've poured all of my fortune into this. If we lose again and don't make it the knockout tournament, then all of this will go to waste. Pipe down, old man. None of this is unexpected. Huh? After fighting Nigeria and France, we have one win and one loss. Considering Japan's abilities, this is a perfect natural outcome. Listen, Ego, if you don't win this, you'll be banned from Japanese soccer, you brat. My plan hasn't failed. I was hired to get Japan a World Cup victory. I wasn't contracted to make money. Your contract stipulates that Saitoshi won't join up until the group league, and I won't let you use Side B's winners until the knockout tourney. Shut it, you money-grubbing Taniki. This is a gamble I started. I just have to win, right? You talk big, you four-eyed nutjob. But this isn't just your gamble. I guess we just have to wait in here for the other victors to show. Thanks for picking me, Hanano-kun. There's no absolutes in this world. You were my best choice to boost my odds of winning. You're a clever guy, huh? Alright, we beat it. I'm gonna represent Japan. Right, Shingeo. But before that, are there any bandages here, Kira-kun? This nosebleed is rough. Huh? Oh yeah, I think so. I knew you'd make it, Seichiro Nagi. You're not the type who would get stopped here. You're a dangerous guy, clearly. My read on you was spot on. Shut it, you silver-tongued jerk. You talk like you know everything, and I really hate that. sorry. That bandage suits you, though. That rugged looks really works for you. He's such a good talker, but also an ass. Looks IB first stage birdcage, clear. The 6 members of Team 1 have been determined. Yes, we made it. All right. Hanado Shindo, Ryosuke Kira, Shigeru Mizuki, Seisho Nagi, Hazume Nishoka, Ringo Panade Mizu. Time for the 6 of you to proceed to the second stage. On to the next one. Win, crush. Alright, moving on. Okay, let's take a break. Thank you. Give me one too. Be honest, what did y'all think of Ego-san's speech? I guess it was just typical Ego-san. It was a good reminder that he's out of his mind. I hear you. I mean, a team where everyone's trying to become the world's best striker doesn't make sense when you think about it. I think we've all realized that. Right. If you use common sense, this team is a walking contradiction. So it's kind of miraculous that we got this strong and made it this far. But we couldn't beat France, the Kings. That's reality. And that's why now, we need to figure out for ourselves what Blue Lock actually is. It's a good idea. With that in mind, do you think we've trusted Ego-san too much? Yeah, for sure. I respected him for getting us this far, but he's still a seriously crazy-ass nerd freak. Rather than seeing him as an unerring leader, we should keep him at an arm's length as a dangerous guy who teaches us dangerous yet fascinating things. They're doubting him, man. I mean, again, I think it's okay to have these doubts, but hey, man, doubt him too much. It's miraculous that we got this far. Okay. Because it was just luck, right? It was just luck. Yeah, now that we lost and had a moment to stop, it might be time to go back to square one and ask ourselves, what sort of world's best dream are our egos chasing here in Blue Lock?
You suppose you could lose the next match?
I have a request, Blue Lock Sans. Do you suppose you could lose the next match? Who is this guy? What the? Where did he even come from? Where did he even come from? Wait. He's part of the England team? He's part of the England team. How did he even get in here? Is this guy from the English team? Oh my gosh! Oh, he is! What? Huh? Who the hell are you? Oh, pardon me. I'm a worthless bungler player who's your next opponent, England. My name is Teddy Knight. It is. Worthless bungler? What's with this guy? Okay, I'm counting on you to throw the next match, I am. Hey, wait, we never agreed to that. You're a funny guy, but we can't honor that request. I don't know what sort of scheme you had in mind when you came here to say that, but we got a lot of things riding on this, too. You can't? I see. Oh, brother, what do I do? Fox told me to come here. What was I supposed to do if this happened? Oh, that's right. I just remembered. Wait, Fox, that's the, remember? That's like is that? No, I don't know who that is. I just need to kill you all. If I can make it clear that you can't beat me, will you give up and lose for us? What the hell did you just do to our precious monster? Violation. He's a New Gen 11. This guy's a New Gen 11. I'm not stupid. This guy's a New Gen 11. Holy crap! He just disrespected Bachida. That's crazy. Bro, what is he doing in here? Is he just aura forming? Yo! Oh my gosh!
I need to kill you all. My name is Teddy Knight, he is.
I could walk up for that bitch in her spine. I don't be doing shit on online. I should be booting up out of my mind. Cut it up, but then I triple it down.
I don't have an ego.
Hold up, 777. Hold it bitch back like I'm double heaven. Hold up, triple deuces. Hold it bitch
Ego.
out of juices. Hold up.
I'm a puppet. A worthless puppet.
Body G at least get on one body. My diamond replace that body. I finna pull up, baby, it's no ID. No, we don't know about it. Some big bad bitches, they all in the lobby. Getting rich like this. Pull up in the talkie, it is a big body, big body, big body. Pull up in the talkie, it is a big body, big body, big body.
Don't give me. That's so fast. He's a dribbler? What an egoist. Ego. I don't have an ego. I'm a puppet. A worthless puppet. England wingback. He's fast, dude. He's gonna be a fast NG11. I don't even want to say like fast, but like yes, right? This is gonna be a fast character. Oh my gosh. He absolutely destroyed. He dismantled all three of them. I mean, granted, they were training before this. Dude, he hit Bachida in the face. Like, he just disrespected our GOAT. And then he proceedingly... That was one of the coolest... That was one of the more cooler introductions I've seen to a new Gen 11. That was so disgusting. Oh my gosh. Like, can we just go back to this panel real quick? It's this one down here. We'll go back up to the widespread. I don't have an ego. I'm a worthless puppet. Man, I don't have an ego. What? Like, he clearly... And even look how empty his eyes look too. Whatever his color scheme might be. But we have him dribbling past the blue lock defense. Defense, by the way. Defense. And he disrespects Bachida. But earlier, he just came out of nowhere. He just said, hey guys, hey. Dude, he looks so interesting. I mean, he kind of looks a little bit like a... He looks a little bit like a doll. You know what I mean? And then he got the ball. But dude, this guy is disgusting. And he's one of those nonchalant ones, man. He's one of those calm ones. One of those calm new Gen 11s. The way they introduced him was so fire, guys. That was so crazy. Oh my gosh, man. That was crazy, man. Holy crap, dude. Holy. Oh my gosh. That was crazy, guys. That was crazy. What the heck? Teddy Knight. Teddy Knight, new Gen 11. Yeah, new Gen 11. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh, that was so good. That was good, man. To me, again, let's think about this narratively, real quick. Not gonna talk for long. It sets up a lot. It sets up a lot narratively, especially with them questioning what really ego is, egoism. With him even outright saying, like, I don't have an ego. I'm worthless. I'm nothing. Is that the team philosophy of England? To be nothing? You know, I don't think so. Especially, I remember Chris Prince. I know Chris Prince isn't going to be on the team because, you know, we're under 20s here. But he talked about the football philosophy of England. So with him having this opinion, I wonder why he feels this way. Something must have happened. We'll obviously get some backstories. Again, we'll talk about some sort of preliminary theories before the match even starts. But let's just get into this one. This could be the last chapter. Could be. Like that introduction, I still think Kaiser's was probably one of the more cooler ones, but like Teddy Knight's was like, it's up there, man. It is a disgusting intro, man. Don Lorenzo had a really sick intro as well, right? It's just, jeez. And then Hugo's. Come on, Loki's as well. Chapter 353, Super Dark Horse. What's with this guy? Teddy Knight? Wait, isn't that the newest member of the new generation World 11? So he's a newer member. So he just became one. Like, just became one. Oh my gosh! Doesn't ego get in the way of living? It causes conflicts with others and painful comparisons. This guy's dribbling so irregular that I have no idea what he'll do next. That's why a worthless puppet like me just isn't suited to live as an egoist. Now, how many of you do I need to get past before you give up? Hey now, I thought we'd be late, so we came over to see what's up. Which team's idiot vermin slipped in here? If we steal the ball, you'll get out of here, right? We'll play with you, so bring it, you worthless puppet. Isagi, Rin-san, don't lie to me, guys. This panel looks so tough. Hey, Rin Isagi, go and show this man what's up. Hey, big dogs. Rin Isagi hitting the little stretch and then the little. Hey, come on, Rin Isagi. Go and pack him up out of here, right? Pack him up out of here. Rebel Demon King, right to the destroyer. Get him up out of here. New gen, what? Man, get him up out of here. Jolly good. It is. That's not allowed. I don't care, dumbass. You're tepid as hell. You egoist, sure, barbaric. I never want to be like you. Oh my god! He's breakdancing on him. He just hit him with a Kiora. Yo, why is he moving like this? Oh my gosh. He said, bro, I don't give a damn. Get out of here. And he said, yo, this guy might be light. I mean, yo, what? What are they fighting? What is this, an action manga? I mean, it's already, we know it's an action manga. What a coincidence, you eagerless weirdo. I never want to be like you. Nice, Usagi. Who are you? I'm Blue Lock's Yuichi Isagi. I see, Yuichi-san. So then, without Blue Lock, you'd just be Yuichi Isagi, right? Huh? I'm just a puppet who will die to give England a World Cup victory. I am. See you tomorrow. I'm Blue Lock's Yuichi Isagi. So then without Blue Lock, you're just Yuichi Isagi? What are you? Are you Gojo Satoru because you're the strongest? Or are you the strongest because you're Gojo Satoru? What is this? Hold on, guys. What the hell? Okay. Very interesting interaction. Remember with Bunny, it makes me so happy I want to die. So you're Blue Lock's heart. You're just a guy who happened to be born fast. So you're Blue Lock's ace. A clown who thought he was the protagonist of their story. I'm thinking of the first interactions of every New Gen 11 that Isagi has met. And his adaptability is unsuitable. And this... Without Blue Lock, you're just Yuichi Isagi? So who are you really? Here we go, guys. Favorite game incoming. What the hell's up with that guy? He's a freak. His skills are style, though. We could only stop him by breaking the rules. I bet his dribbling is the key to England's strategy. He was seriously unreal. I feel like none of us could stop him in a one-on-one. Okay, just calm down. That was him. I bet he came here just to plant that doubt in our minds. But the fact that they resorted to this proves that England is just desperate to win. Yeah, I think so too. If we don't win this, it's all over. Our lives are riding on this. The ultimate battle. But isn't that the situation that helped our egos evolve and get stronger? I've been wondering why we did end up so scattered in the match against France. Was it because we doubted what we could do to becoming the world's best, like what Ego-san said? Of course, France was crazy strong, and our individual skills weren't quite up to snuff. But the biggest problem was that we tricked ourselves into thinking that we were the strongest and the world revolved around us. I think you might be right. We got pretty popular from Blue Lock TV after all. Right. When we were the center of attention among the U20 teams before the World Cup even started. And after the overwhelming victory against Nigeria, we lost our balance. But Japan was never considered the favorite to win. We're not the birthplace of soccer like England, or a soccer superpower like Brazil. Our soccer history is fairly brief, and most of our history is yet to be written. Plus, when it comes down to all of us gathered here in Blue Lock, none of us were sort of the elite players who could go on to play overseas. We were a bunch of outcasts and failures who did things our own way. So let's quit fooling ourselves. This team isn't the center of the world. We came together in an insane place, in a corner of the world, and we evolved with our twisted fanaticism.
Money got me sideways. Life got me sideways. Time got me sideways. I don't got the time, let's do it my way. I want platinum bands. We won't let you in for what you said. Every Sunday you call up your friends and tell me something. I've been writing another page and that fucking I might be out my mind, I might be hallucinating. Damn bitch, you want me, they choose me. You gotta take your time, yeah. You gotta make my mind, yeah. Fucking let's rap with the gun.
Blue Lock is a super dark horse that'll devour the world. Well, that thinking definitely gets me fired up. Gotcha. This team's got fragmented, so we only need an undefined mindset. Yeah. With this in mind, we can still have our own visions of the world's best. Let's dream the same, you egoists. Time until England match, 24 hours. That was so fire. One of my favorite speeches. Come on, say it. We a super what? Dark horse. Come on. We were never the favorite to win. Soccer wasn't from here. Oh my, the creative innovations of soccer wasn't from here. We don't have the best talents. Come on. We weren't the best to play overseas. We're a bunch of outcasts and failures that did things our own way. So let's quit fooling ourselves. This is a team that isn't the center of the world. We got cocky. We got complacent. The fire. What? We forgot. We didn't think. Come on, dude. I can't. I'm done. I can't do this. Dude, the speech was... Guys, the speech was so goated. It implemented the cover art. Look! Blue Lock is a super dark horse that will devour the world. I can't, man. I'm about to have a heart attack. This is... Man, it was the third favorite chapter? Favorite chapter again? I don't know. Super dark horse. Wow, man. Look at all the flags here. It doesn't matter what it is. We'll devour it all. It doesn't matter what it is. We'll destroy it. Not even destroy. We'll surpass it all. Team, like players that had pretty... These two sequence of panels are probably my favorite in the entire chapter. None of us were the sort of elite players who could have gone to play overseas. We were a bunch of outcasts and failures who did things their own way. So let's quit fooling ourselves. We're not the center of the world. Ego and even us, we fooled ourselves into thinking that the new Egoist League was really like we were the best, we were the We're not. We're nowhere near. So let's stop that. This is what I swear I've said this before. I always say that. And then we just get this fire panel, man. And then this freaking third one, dude, like one of my favorite ones. This was from the cover art, man. Guys, this is from the freaking cover art. Oh my gosh, that's why they have the things around their neck. Oh my gosh, let's dream the same, you egoists. Come on! 24 hours! Let's do it. Let's do it. No, I thought I was going to end it there. We're doing another one.
He was whipping up amazing foods, like making happiness. Actual happiness? Actual happiness and joy. Oh, the smell. It was so divine.
Last one. Actually, last one. Incomplete dream. All right. No, we got to do this. We got to do this last one. Oh my gosh. We got to do this. I know I said I wouldn't do this. We got to do it. We got to end it here. We got to end it here. Let's do it. Chapter 354. Incomplete dream. All right, folks. It's time for the final match of the U20s World Cup Group A. The future of Japanese soccer is riding on this faithful match. The stage for this battle is, of course, Blue Lock Stadium, and the skies are sunny and clear as Japan challenges the mighty England, the birthplace of soccer. The winner of this monumentous match will advance to the knockout tournament. Both teams have the same win count, but Japan's lower goal difference puts them in third. And this can't end in a tie. So it can't end in a tie. Okay, so this just answered my question. So you know, appreciate if you guys left comments. So since, this game can't end in a tie, they're just going to go to penalties at this point if they tie. It's so interesting because it's like the birthplace of soccer. I like that. Kaneshiro, you demon. I like that. Birthplace of soccer versus the outcast, the people who don't. This is, oh my gosh. I was more excited than this in France. I'm not even going to hold y'all. I was more excited this match than France. Is that crazy to say? Because I really wanted to see what England was about, especially since they were hyping it up, like, narratively. And it's in Blue Lock Stadium. It's in Blue Lock Stadium, right? Come on. We ain't losing this. Come on. We in third. We finna... Let's get to it. It's finally here, Natsuki-san. It sure is. The final match. Just look at the packed stadium. You've got to get hyped too. Here's Japan's starting lineup. This is quite a changer from their last match against France, huh? They removed Rina Toshi and formed their lineup around Ryusei Shido. And what do you suppose they're going to do from here? Shido! Let's go! My boy Shido's the leader striker! Let's go! Shido! Yes! Yes! Yes, guys! Look. I didn't give my list for my top favorite Blue Lock characters, right? But I think as you can tell by my reaction, then we got Shido in the lineup. Yo, let's go! Let's look at this. We got Shido as the lead striker, Isagi and Hiyori a little bit in the midfield, Yuki, Mia, and Zantetsu with Kiora. I am not mad at this. I've heard people, because now we're getting like very recent. I've heard people talk about this lineup, and we'll talk about it in a discussion. The reason why I'm not mad at this is because we haven't seen any of these characters. I mean, Hiyori, we've seen so much of Hiyori at this point, but Zantetsu and Yuki Mia? We haven't seen Yuki since, the England match. Yo, the sword screw? Yuki Mia? The 1v1 god? He said that he said he was the best duel guy, remember? In third selection? Yo, I'm hype. I am hype. And we get to see Kiora. Kiora, the guy who was really good in Side B. I mean, granted, I know a lot of people aren't a fan of Kiora because obviously he didn't show that much. He did the borderline thing with Kaiser assisting and obviously his his ultimate shot. But Zantetsu, this is going to be really interesting. Honestly, throw Chigiri in here and we'll get the speedsters, right? We'll just get the speedster stuff, you know what I mean? Because, Chigiri did score. Didn't Chigiri score? Chigiri scored against Nigeria. Am I wrong, guys? I think. I don't, maybe. I could be wrong. It's been a minute. I'm not going to go back. But Rayo scored. Remember Rayo scored. Aiku and Ariyu, again, I voiced my opinions about Aiku. We're going to need that U20 Aiku back. All right, Aiku? All right, let me see this defense. You got dribbled, passed, and you couldn't stop Loki twice. We're going to need this defense. Ariyu, I'm going to need them headers. And Kiora, look, I'm excited. I am so excited to see this. Well, their attacks clearly hit a wall in the last match. I think we can expect some unforeseen explosive power. And those double wingers should make things interesting. I see. So both teams have their backs against the wall, and it's all over for whoever loses. Who will seize victory and advance to the knockout tournament? It's a do or die for Japan and England, and it's almost time for kickoff. Our preparations are complete. We've done all that we can. Now you just need to win, you lumps of talent. But don't forget, phrases like all of your hard work means something, or even if you lose here, it'll be an irreplaceable experience. Those loser-soothing platitudes are absolute garbage. There's no value in process. All we need is results. Throw away your past successes. Anyone who can't shine here now is trash. You're not here to make memories. You're here to make history. So during this match, if you fear losing, or any sort of anxiety enters your mind, make it my fault. The worst thing you can do is freeze up from a fear of losing. I'll take responsibility for all of it. Your achievements are yours, and your failures are mine. Burn that into your brains. So no matter what happens, strive for your own goals until the very last second, and continue to advance further as egotistically as possible. It's time, Blue Lock. Unleash your hunger for victory. Come on, we got Kiora jumping. We got Gagamoto with the fist. Come on! Hunger for that victory! Ah! Focus on the positions when we transition between attack and defense. Right, counting on you. Hold the back line, Captain. Let's go while it's on Tetsu-kun. Okay, Yuki. Time for our double glasses attack. Blue Lock is a super dark horse. Told everyone that. To link my ego's playstyle as the rebel who devours the number one with everyone else's egos. This way, I can be the center of this team again. We've been honing our egos all this time, but the more we do so, the more our egos grow into different directions. That's only natural. That's why a direct link between egos is so difficult. That's why we need a shared objective. Even if people can't collaborate one-on-one, you can link people with a shared objective. We've experienced that in our previous matches. On top of that, the more people you have, the bigger the objective is needed to unify everyone. So now, the big objective of being a world-devouring super dark horse will join Blue Lock into a lethal unit. and become an engine propelling us towards this massive challenge. Alright, let's do this. I can see a borderline of victory. His team's minds are being unified. That leaves the question of how I'll score goals as a rebel. Ever since we lost to France, I felt frustration, despair, and acceptance of defeat. Up until now, every time I've drawn opponents into a battle of luck, I've always won. The fact that we lost anyway is proof that I'm not good enough to be the world's best yet. If there is a god of soccer, I'm sure they're testing me. Like...
I don't mind destroying my old self. I'll be born again. As many times as it takes.
Can you become a new Yuichi Isagi? They're testing my ego. Who the hell do you think I am, asshole? I won't let this end with an incomplete dream. Time until England match. Now, the white feathers. The white feathers. Up until now, every time I've drawn out opponents in a battle of luck, I've always won. But the fact that we lost anyway is proof that I'm not good enough to be the world's best yet. He's not good enough yet. I've always won in a battle of luck. But that luck wasn't enough. If there is a god of soccer, and I'm sure that they're testing me, like, can you become a new version of yourself? Can you become new again? They're testing my ego. And when he says they are, he's either referring to the actual god of soccer or the god of soccer along with the goddess of fortune, right? Because if you guys remember, if I remember, which I do, I'll put it on screen. But the god of soccer and the goddess of fortune, which is her being sort of a facilitator for that luck, and with all the feathers flying backwards, this match is going to be insane. Clap it up. Oh my gosh. By far one of the craziest intermissions I have ever read in Blue Lock. What do we talk about? What do y'all want from me? What do you guys want from me? I want new chapters now. You guys want me to cover the leaks? I'm not gonna cover the leaks. I'm not. But if you guys want me to do a chapter video, I will. Like, if that's what you guys want. Oh my gosh, man. What do we go over? What do we talk about? Start from here. On top of that, the more people you have, the bigger the objective is needed to unify everyone. Very true. So now the big objective of being the world-devouring super dark horse will join Blue Lock into a lethal unit of becoming an engine propelling us towards this massive challenge. So, and I remember, guys, like in the previous video, I'm gonna flip it around real quick, I had talked about a scenario where, like, the Blue Lock narrative can, like, I thought it was gonna shift directly into, like, well, let me change my wording, right? Excuse me. I thought it was really gonna go either way, where one, they were going to have to figure out how to work as a team with this egoism, right? Trying to really get down to it, right? Or Isagi was just going to become incredibly selfish and destroy the team, or certain characters were going to create like this faction war or whatever. And I remember, seeing a lot of comments of people thinking that it was going to be like that. but I was leaning a little bit more towards them actually working together as a team. You know, still fighting for their own reason to live, right, and to survive, or really getting down to the root as to why they're even here. And I think one of the main reasons why I was freaking out so much at Shido was the starting lineup is because, one, we actually might get more Shido, like in terms of a backstory, and actually, not that we need one, right? Not that we need one, because some, it's not all the time that we need one for certain characters, but we got a huge part of Shido's character during the U20 match in this same stadium, I believe, where he believed one's existence is carved throughout whether it's your offspring, or whether it's a song you make, or whether it's a event that you participated in, something monumentally important to who you are, that infectious feeling that carves who you are into the world, carving your own existence and proving as to why you were even born in the first place. It's like Shido, in my opinion, guys, has had, and still in my opinion, one of the strongest, most infectious egos of any character ever. I love Shido's character a lot, especially since that time he had talked about it, then scored the bicycle. So I think with his sort of egoism, tying with Karasu's, tying with Kyora's, tying with Zantetsu's, tying with Yukimiya's, and even Isagi's, they could really create a super Dark Horse-like team. I mean, it's really the whole Blue Lock team as a whole. But with this specific lineup, this is going to be very interesting, because I'm really curious to see England's lineup more than anything. Right, and then we turn around here. All right, let's do this. I can see the borderline to victory. You get a little bit more of a Kiora here. That leaves the question as to how I will score. Even after I lost against France, I felt frustration, despair, and even an acceptance of defeat. But up until now, I've drawn out opponents in a battle of luck every single time, and I've won. But it doesn't change the fact that I lost then. So why did I lose then? Why did I lose, especially after luck, especially after me ascertaining that luck over and over and over again, but it failed this time? Is it proof that I'm not good enough to be the world's best? Maybe it is proof. Or maybe it's still something more that we don't know, something that I'm always saying to you guys. If there is a god of soccer, if there is one, which we know there's one, I'm sure they're testing me. Like, can you become new? Can you be something more? You've destroyed yourself 1,000 times. You've rebuilt yourself 1,000 times. What's 1,001 more? What's 1,001 more? What's 1,001 more? What is it, guys? What's that to this guy? They're testing who I am. They're testing my existence, my proof of life. They're testing everything. Who the hell do you think I am? Okay? That's the type of proclamation that Isagi needs to declare and really show off in this match. Isagi hat trick, maybe? And I was like, brace, maybe? I won't let this end with an incomplete dream with the white feathers. Goddess of Fortune is going to be very prominent in this match, I believe. But maybe it'll be Isagi's own version of God of Soccer. Maybe it won't be like egos. Who knows? I've never heard anyone say that. The God of Soccer can maybe be different for everybody. We don't know. We don't know. Was it symbolism for ego, or was it symbolism for the entire series? Is that what the God of Soccer looks like actually? We don't know. So this could be Isagi's going to discover that feeling of tapping into that, the new path that I talked about, and with Reen sitting on the bench, could Nagi come during this match? We don't know. Hold on. All right, guys, we're back. I was recording the whole freaking time. Anyways, where was I? So, to me, guys, I had to go do something. Anyways, to me, guys, this was definitely one of the more intricate cooldown kind of discussion-like videos. Again, to me, I want to say this too, right? The super dark horse theory, or philosophy. We'll call it more of a philosophy than a theory. I mean, it still technically is a theory because we haven't seen it get put into play yet. But, go. Sorry, it's my dog. The point still stands that with this sort of style of team play, what type of chemical reactions will this game enable, right? I want to see, what I really want to see is a strong, good defense on both sides. I think France's defense, especially the goalie, was really, really good. I forgot the goalie's name for France, but he was very memorable too. He was talking a lot as well, like internally, seeing Agi again. I think Teddy mentioned a character named Fox, whoever that is. We're definitely going to see who Fox is. He said, Fox told me to come here. Who is Fox? You know, we're going to be able to see Agi, obviously. So, with this place being the birthplace to soccer versus the team that's trying to win the World Cup with the insatiable ego that is Japanese soccer, it definitely, I would say, narratively is brilliant. Like, I feel like with the way Kaneshiro has hyped up this match specifically, it's more of like, it's bigger than what it is, and on top of that, both teams are against the wall. Even a little bit in the beginning of the video, with Nagi being sort of like the first introductory to this video, he still inherited that feeling as well, you know, of fighting to live and trying to be reborn. I'm trying to rebuild my life. Isagi's quote right here, "Can you become new again?" They're testing my ego. Isagi has been reborn. You remember, and this is what's interesting, and I have to turn this panel around. During these three moments are extremely important. Not just for Isagi here, because I know I talk about Isagi a lot, but really for the other blue lockers as well. But for Isagi here, I'm going to click the panel so you guys can see my mouse. First selection, U20 match, New Egoist League. All three major arcs and moments in Isagi's journey where he had to be reborn. So during this arc now, this is where Isagi's going to be reborn again. Mark my words. Judging from what the narrative is giving us, beautiful widespread by the way, but also in a battle of luck every single time, he's always won, but failed then. So why? Now we're going to understand why. Now we're going to understand why. And you know what? Now that we're here, look guys, I'm doing it. You guys ready? You guys see it right now? I'm recording. It's like 5:30 right now, July 27th. Look at this. Ready? Let me show you guys this. What are my two wallpapers right here? Who's this, guys? New Era. That's right. I had this before we even started the video. I just remember seeing a panel like this, so I made it my wallpaper. So I thought it looks really cool. Some of the back panels of Isagi look amazing. So now we're entering in a new era. A brand new Isagi, a brand new super dark horse. Again, I want to see this level of play in the game. I want to see more Shido. I want to see more Zantetsu. I want to see more Kiora. I want to see more Yukimiya. I want to see even more Reo. I want to see this team go Aiku, Karasu even, Hiyori, I know, but not necessarily because we've seen a lot of them. I want to see this missing piece. Maybe the super dark horse was the piece that we're missing. Again, I want to see. I could have never called super dark horse. I didn't call it, guys. I couldn't have called this. But the missing piece that we're missing, because it was signified as a puzzle piece. You know, go back a couple minutes when we were looking at the panels. Yes, this is it. Right here, it's a do or die. Our preparations are complete. This is ego talking. All that we can do now is we just need to win, you lumps of talent. But don't forget, phrases like all of your hard work has to mean something, right? Or even if we lose here, it was such an incredible, irreparable experience. Those loser-suiting attitudes are absolute garbage. There's no value in that process. No value in those phrases. Throw away your past successes. Throw away the first selection. Throw away the second, the first, the second, the third, the U20 against Japan. Throw away the NEL, the New Egoist League. Anyone can shine here. Anyone can shine here. You're not here to make memories. You're here to make history. That, and to me, guys, when they flash Shido here, they flash Shido and Karasu. So remember that. But they flash Shido here, and that's what I like, because that really aligns with Shido. It does. So that's why I think narratively it's really smart for Shido to be the lead of this. And we haven't had a Shido-focused team since the U20, right, with Japan. Him and Sai were like the leads of that team up until like the second half. So we haven't really get to see Shido in such a dominating way presence. I mean, the PXG match with Charles, I mean, he got the goal with him, but from then we just didn't get to see a lot of him. And I always wanted to see more Shido. I always mess with Shido. During this match, if you fear losing or any sort of anxiety that enters your mind, it's all my fault. I'm the one making the bet on you guys. So the worst you can do is freeze up from the fear of losing. I will take responsibility for it. Your achievements are yours and your failures are mine. Burn that into your brain. So no matter what happens, strive for your own goals until the very last second. Remember that. This match is going to go down to the last second. I'm telling you, to the very last second, and continue to advance further as egotistically as possible. It's time for Block to unleash your hunger for victory. Again, I said it before and I'll say it again. Egoism and the insatiable hunger for victory. These things are what we need. But when you combine those two, because remember I said we need something more, maybe the thing that I was talking about in my last video about how we need the missing piece, something more, maybe that is the God of Soccer feeling, or maybe that is the super dark horse play style or theory that is now being presented in front of us. You know, Karasu or IQ talking to Karasu saying, focus on your positions, we need to transition between attack and defense. Right, counting on you, hold back the back line. So yeah, I want to see more IQ, man. Show me what you got, man. Show me what you used to have. Show me what you had during the Ubers match. Let me see it, IQ. Let me see it. I want to see more IQ. Let me see the defense. Same thing with Karasu here. Let's go wild, Zantetsu. So Yukimiya and Zantetsu being the wingers, they're gonna be facing. So seeing Yukimiya and what's it called, the Teddy Knight, that's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, right? 1v1 versus 1v1. You know, I see Kaneshiro setting that up, along with Kyo. I forgot also on the defense as well, and then Zantetsu holding him back the other wing, and then obviously going back into what we talked about earlier about Isagi saying that Blue Lock is a super dark horse. So again, a team of outcasts of people with a clear goal of trying to not only win, not only figure out who they are, but constantly destroy themselves and find out new versions of who they are. If everybody adopted that mindset, they would be unstoppable, you know? So, theories, hopes, investments for this match and game. Shido's going to be scoring. Come on, guys. Come on. I want Shido to score, and on top of that, I want to see... Do I think Nagi's gonna come back this match? Because I've heard some people say that. There's a possibility, but I don't think so. It would be really cool, but especially considering the narrative, because we have to take into account the narrative. Isagi telling Rin that I'm gonna create an opportunity for you to get in, and we got to work together to stop these guys. We got to do like that. They're gonna be like the actual finality, the actual final piece for like the victory. I can see Rin and Isagi score like ultimate teamwork. Like it's gonna be insane, right? But definitely, and I mean definitely, because this is really far in the future. Now we're talking about months, guys, months, maybe even a year, but months. Definitely, Nagi's coming back for Spain though. It's not even a question. It's not even a question, right? It's not even a question. So, you know, if we get a Spain match. So, this match, guys, is going, like, this match is going to feed generations. Like, I'm so serious. Some people were saying Isagi hat trick. Imagine. It's not going to be a hat trick. I mean, it'd be cool, but, you know, I would say one of the biggest things I finally want to end off and sort of talk about is the message. The message. France versus Japan. Before the match started, and Isagi was afraid of being number one and afraid of maintaining that number one spot, they still thought from a Blue Lock TV perspective they were the epicenter of soccer. They were the center of the world, when really that was the wrong way of thinking. They were on the wrong path, similarly to how Isagi was on the wrong path during the NEL, and he had to reset himself and to become the Demon King in order to really be the best, right, within that well-respected arc. So my thing to you guys is, what do I think is going to be the overall narrative or themes for this match? I don't think it's going to be fear, right? I don't think it's going to be the fear of losing, or, you know, I didn't call the pseudo destiny theory or second best and first best before the match, but I did pseudo, if you guys want to give me points for this, I pseudo called the idea that I think France and Japan, I thought it was going to be about fear of losing or a fear of something, and it was a fear of losing himself and a fear of being a number one, right? So with this match, I may not specifically be able to call it, but I can say that rightfully so. I believe this match is definitely going to be a huge challenge of oneself. And it's like, oh, well, all time, that's every match. Let me explain. I think with Shido's mindset of carving his existence into the world, Isagi relaying to the team about this super dark horse type of theory, and him saying we need to continue and not let this end on an incomplete dream. It's going to be about Isagi destroying himself, finding a all-new, all-ultimate power version of himself. Yukimiya might, with him being, with his vision getting worse and stuff like that, and God being so unfair, I think you can argue maybe that could play into the God of Soccer, right? Same thing with Zantetsu. I mean, they could do anything with Zantetsu here. I'm curious to see about Reo, and then as of Kiora, I definitely think Kiora's going to get a lot of screen time here with like the borderline. Maybe he'll be the deciding factor for a goal or for an ultimate defensive play or something like that, to definitely tap into, to help Isagi, or to just help the team tap into that God of Soccer feeling, not just the God of Fortune, right? But this match, guys, is going to be very challenging, like narratively wise, for the Blue Lockers. For not, or I would take this back, not for the Blue Lockers, but really for the Blue Lock narrative. I mean, Teddy even said, I don't have an ego. I'm a worthless puppet. I'm just going to give them a World Cup victory, and I'm soulless. And he's the newest new gen 11. So it's going to be a testament of who you are as an individual. What drives you to live? What drives you to fight? What drives you to still resist? It's not just going to be about insatiable hunger for victory or egoism. We have to be the biggest egoist. It's like, no. Truly, even within this video, what is ego? What is it to you guys? What is ego to you guys? Is getting good grades your ego? Is trying to be the best in your well-respected sport ego? Is you trying to get the best job out there ego? Because all that is ego, right? It's the way you choose to live, the way you choose to continue forth in this game of life. So why still try? Why still fight? Is there a reason why Teddy refuses the idea of him not having an ego? Well, if that really is the case, then why is he playing for England? Is he being forced to? He's probably not, or maybe he is. But if he isn't, why are you still trying even though you don't have an ego? The very reasoning for what pushes others to continue. Truly. Like that's a deep question I have for Teddy, and really the philosophy of England, right? Especially with England being the very birthplace for soccer too. Like, this is going to be a very deep match. So I'm going to have a little bit more to say in the next video, but before the match starts, I think this is going to be, I might be way off. Who knows? I might be way off. It might be the multitude. I'm not going to say first time. I'm not that cocky, but there has been a multitude of times I've been wrong. But majority of the times, I don't feel like I have been wrong on some of my predictions. I think, guys, I'm not predicting goals yet. We'll do that next video. I think I'll talk to you guys about that in the premiere. I'm probably talking to you guys about it now or in the comment section. But we're really going to talk about that next video. Next video, we'll talk about predictions for goals, hat tricks, braces, penalties, all that stuff. Corner kicks, whatever, right? Whatever. Literally whatever. Saves, But narratively, we're definitely gonna get a God of Soccer, 100%. We're definitely going to get a God of Soccer feeling, anything, whatever. But my biggest question is the God of Soccer, because I haven't seen any vlog creator talk about this. Is the God of Soccer what it says it looks like from Ego's perspective, or is it different for each person? Because you really have to think about this, considering how everyone's perception of Ego is different, right? But it's the unification of the super dark horse philosophy, or the theory, that's helping them work together as a team. But still, their varying reasons are still different by the end of the day. So is the God of Soccer like a feeling that's different for everybody else? Because again, the Goddess of Fortune, it was smiling on Isagi there with the white feathers, or was that the God of Soccer his own way? We don't know. We really don't know. We have some previous moments that we can scale our knowledge off of, but we don't truly know yet, right? And this is what makes these theory craftings and these discussions so interesting. So when we call these things, we can get even more hype. 4-1-4-1 formation. I think Japan needs to go pretty offensive. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I think they need to go super offensive. Like with France, I think they were too defensive. Even their formation screamed defensive. But this formation just screams offensive, in my opinion. Especially with Karasu in the middle. Isagi, Hiyori, Yukimi, and Zantetsu. I think it's a pretty offensive formation with Shido leading his unpredictability. I mean, because Shido was on the same team as Zantetsu. So, you know, there could be something there. And then Yukimiya, Hiyori, and Isagi were all in Bastard Muhen. They were on the same team. And right now, Shido and Zantetsu, PXG, Bastard Muhen, Yukimiya, Hiyori, and Isagi. They faced off against each other in the final NEL match. So, a chemical reaction, I know a lot of people are excited for this. The chemical reaction between Isagi and Shido is going to go crazy. I'm excited for that. I've always wanted it. Just like how I wanted a chemical reaction between Sai and Isagi, but I know we're going to get that later. We're talking hundreds of chapters later, right? Anyways. But, yeah. I'm going to leave it at this, because I know I'm talking a lot. I want to see the narrative get challenged harder, man, than the previous match. The previous match was crazy narratively, but I want this to go even crazier, especially with that final panel of Isagi there. What is the super dark horse philosophy truly mean? Like, what does it actually mean? Because there's still doubts amongst the players. There's still doubts, which is not good, because Ego said we need to get rid of all that. We need to get rid of all that. I know you guys may doubt me and think I'm crazy, but stop. Any negative thoughts in your head right now, we're going to lose. Stop thinking like that. It's understandable why they think like that, but stop thinking like that. Stop. We're facing off against the birthrights of soccer here. We need to stop. Stop. England is no rollover. They lost 2-1. They only got, like, I would go as far as to say it was one of the closest matches in this manga so far against Loki's team. So they're a good team. So we need to slow down and just super dark horse. Bam, right there. Let's dream big, right? So I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm done. Whether it's a month or not, we will be back. Let me know if you guys want to see me cover the next chapter in one or in a holistic type of video. We'll take a break and we'll read more as we continue. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support on all my videos. Let's hit 5K. Can we? Will I be active enough to hit 5K? We'll see. Share this video to all your friends. I love you guys. Discord will come soon. Comment below. I want to see you guys' theories. I want to see all that stuff. I want to see... I mean, we'll mainly leave it for next video, but I do want to see the comment section of, like, okay, who's going to score the hat trick? Right? Who's going to score the brace? Who's going to be subbed in? Who's going to, you know, like, I want to see these things. You know, like, what do you guys think? Do you think Shido's going to be good? Kiora, not a lot of panel time aside from side B. Do you think Kyora's going to play a role that isn't as big, you know, well, is as big as maybe Yukimiya or Zantetsu? Will Zantetsu get some love? Yukimiya had a lot of love. Zantetsu and Kiora, not so much, you know. So, we'll see. I want to see more, you know, Karasu. I was yelling at you. I was mad at you last video, but look, we cool now. Whatever. We good now. But I want to see what this super dark horse theory is, and will the god of fortune, the goddess of fortune, and the god of soccer smile upon us? Will it be something new? They're testing his ego. What is ego, man? We know what it is now. I love you guys all the time. See you guys in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. Check out other videos. Check them out. I read more stuff. See you on 5K. See you when I hit 5K, right? Love you guys. England, we're coming for you guys. All time. It's not over till it's over. They're testing our ego. And I'm out.
I promise you all, I will lead Japan at the World Cup and bring it back. All of us, we want to win here and now. Not think about what's next. Let it be wise when choosing battles, mostly battles. You know, one of those big time shady footballs they will fight for. Drop these balls in my sleep. Few more tricks up my sleeve. Wait till late for you to think now. Get ready!
Look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you loving about me.
Nothing matters except being the best in the world.